How to generate leads in your business. Hi, my name is Tommy with Sensei Quest, and in this video, I want to specifically talk about leads because this is the lifeblood of any business. So whether you have a digital business or you have a traditional brick and mortar physical location, you need to make sure that you're capturing the leads. And just to take a step back to make sure we're on the same page here, what exactly is a lead? Well, a lead, another term for that is a prospect. So it's somebody that has shown some sort of interest in your business, your service, your product, whatever the case may be. They've shown some sort of interest, but they're not yet a customer. And a big mistake that I see people make is that they do not capture the leads. We all know about the difficulty of getting traffic onto our websites. And the problem is, if you look at your data and your analytics about all the visitors that come to your website, you'll probably understand that there is a drop off rate. There's only a certain percentage of people that actually take action and make a purchase from your product or your service. And in marketing, there's also something called the rule of 7, where it takes a prospect an average of 7 times of them seeing your brand, your product, before they make a purchase. So they need to be more familiar with seeing your product. And what we want to do is make sure we capture them as a lead and then follow up and nurture them. And the nurturing process can take place in form of email. This is one of the most effective strategies. If you're building up your email list and you have a database of all these prospects, you can nurture them with a predefined email sequence so that this is all automated. Another form of nurturing is doing retargeting ads. If you're familiar with paid ads, retargeting ads are actually a lot more cheaper than if you were just trying to prospect and reach out for the first time. It's a lot cheaper on every platform to retarget because you already have data on that lead. So I just kind of want to talk about how we get traffic onto our sites here. And I've made this diagram here, and there's 3. This area right here is representative of traffic on our sites, and I've separated out into 3 different buckets here. This is what I like to think of. This is by no means all of the traffic sources. I just wanted to give you the main ones so that we can kind of get an understanding here. So paid ads. This is, you're probably very familiar with paid ads, but this is literally a flip of a switch where, you can turn on paid ads and get a whole flood of traffic overnight. There's all these different ad platforms, Facebook and YouTube, or, Google owns YouTube, so it's the same platform, but Google ads, Facebook ads, those are the 2 most popular ads that I see, especially nowadays. But paid ads. And if you are running paid ads, you better make sure that you capture the lead, because otherwise you're going to be wasting a lot of money. Like I said before, people don't make that purchase a lot of times on the first attempt, the first time they've seen your product or your service. So you definitely want to make sure you're capturing the lead if you're running paid ads. Social media. So right now, TikTok is one of the biggest social media platforms, the biggest organic reach right now. And you can I capture a ton of leads. I capture probably 50 leads or so a day through TikTok, just posting these short 15-second videos. Instagram is still very popular. They're going hard with competing with TikTok right now. So these are the 2 hottest platforms, TikTok and Instagram, as far as social and organic reach. We still have Facebook. There's still a lot of very good strategies within Facebook to get leads. Also LinkedIn, not too many people seem to talk about LinkedIn as much, but it's still very effective strategy, especially if you're in the B2B industry. Then we also have this other bucket called search. And so I like this because it also is in the organic category where it's free. You're not paying for it, but it can take time. It's kind of slower with results, but it can set you up for success long term. So getting your websites ranked on Google, getting your YouTube videos ranked. A lot of people forget that, but Pinterest is actually a search engine. When people go on Pinterest, they type in keywords just like they would when they're on Google search. And if your pin pops up, you can get a lot of impressions. I see this very effective for people that also write blogs because if your blog, it helps actually get your blog ranked up in Google as well because you're sending a lot of traffic from external sources like Pinterest. But you could create a pin um, of your blog, and then in the actual description, you could put a link that goes out to that particular blog post. Also, Google Maps is just another way of ranking, especially for local businesses, how you can rank in the search results. But no matter how we capture the leads for our business, whether it's paid, social, or search, we want to make sure that we capture the leads, and we need to have some sort of incentive for them to give us their information. So when we're talking about leads, we're talking about capturing their name and their email address. I would say at minimum, you want to make sure that you have those two: email address minimum. Sometimes you don't, if you don't want to capture the first name, that's fine, but at least get their email address so you can send them follow-up emails. Nowadays, people do also collect um, phone numbers because there's platforms where you can send automated messages through texting, because we know people more likely to read their text messages nowadays because it's just the main form of communication. But keep in mind, the more fields or the more information you have people fill out on your website, there's going to be more barriers to resistance and less likelihood of you capturing that lead. But in order to capture the lead for your business, we need to create what's called a lead magnet, something that's going to pull them in. So in exchange of their information, we're going to provide them something of value for free. This is going to introduce them to our brand, to our service, to get them more familiar with us. It's going to build up something called KLT, which is know, like, and trust. Because if somebody knows you, they like you, and they trust you, they're much more likely to buy from you. So we want to make sure that we're giving something of high value here. And so I'll just give you an example of one of the lead magnets that I use. So I have a free 5-day course that teaches people how introduces them of the business model of affiliate marketing and how they can get started, specifically as a beginner. And so that is my lead magnet. And like I said, it's a 5-day video recorded course, something that I recorded and created myself. And so if people want access to that, I say, hey, you have to enter your name and your email so I know where to send it. So that means they get opted into my list. And then once they get opted in, we can redirect them to a thank you page. My thank you page says, hey, thank you so much for opting in. Be sure to check your email. I'm sending you a welcome email right now, and it's going to give you details on how you can access this course. Then you can see there's follow-up emails that happen. And so, a lot of time, a very popular lead magnet is a PDF. So if you have something like that in the email, you can give them a link to which they can then download the PDF onto their device. But I do have a couple other videos on my channel about some popular lead magnets. So I don't want to get too in depth with that, but some lead magnets are ebooks. It could be a mind map. It could be a checklist. It could be a video series. It's something that helps your prospect move a little bit in the direction of achieving whatever goal or desire that it is that they're looking for. So you're trying to help give them value, help them out, but it should be somewhat related to that main product or service that you're selling. Um, so just keep that in mind, and let me know in the comments if you need any help coming up with these lead magnets, and I can give you some ideas. But like I said, this is the whole flow or the diagram of how to generate leads in your business. And like I said, it is extremely important to generate leads, capture these leads so that you can follow up with them, you can nurture them. But a big mistake that I see people make is that they produce a lot of content on social media, but they're not capturing the leads, or they send people onto their website. Especially I see this a lot with e-com stores. E-com stores, very low conversion rates, as we know, 1 to 3% conversion rates on people actually making a purchase. So that's why you definitely need to make sure that you capture the leads so that you can try to capitalize off of that. Let me know if you have any questions about lead generation, how to create lead magnets, how to nurture your leads. And like I said, if you're interested in affiliate marketing, starting an online business where it doesn't require you to have your own product or service, and you can get started for free, actually, with this business model. I really like it because it doesn't have any barriers to entry like other traditional business models. I'm gonna include the link down below this video in the description as well as the comment, or you can go to senseiquest.com/free course to get access to that. If you're new to this channel, please give me a subscribe because I do release a ton of content about digital marketing. Thank you again for watching my video on how to generate leads in your business. Have a great day.